So let's take a look at realistic sustainable homes and what mine looks like. Remember, everyone's sustainability is unique. And yeah, this is my little corner of unorganized stuff that we will revisit later. And this is a hand-me-down shoe rack. I think it used to be a kitchen rack, but now it's a shoe rack. And these are boxes I've kept for recycling. And then there's this beautiful rented sofa which I love, which I got alongside wedding decor, which I never bothered to take down, which also is rented, so can be reused by others, super sustainable. And the best part of this, so I could have bought a second hand one, but this one will actually more likely to get reused. They'll just change the covering and sell it as a refurbished thing or reuse it. And instead of an AC, we decided, since we live in a city where it's for the more eco-friendly route of a cooler. And this is a bag that I got from an NGO which works with women, which I'm using as a laundry bag because I'm too lazy to actually buy a laundry bag. And then there's this side of the house where I keep all my cosmetics and empty plastic bottles like this, which I will refill with like sustainable alternatives at some point in my life. So this is again one piece of plastic that I've been refilling for ages because I got it as a gift. And there you can see all the glass bottles my bulk stuff comes delivered in, which again I will probably sell off to the Radiwalas or send for recycling alongside this paper, which I had kept to make paper but now will be going for recycling. Finally, we come to the room that was supposed to be my studio. Again, cotton curtains, unlike the polyester ones in my bedroom, which I got as a wedding gift. The polyester ones came because like we were in a bind and we didn't know better and we were just in a rush and we didn't think we could afford the cotton ones at that point. We were just starting out. But these I got as a wedding gift and made sure to get as eco-friendly as possible, even though I couldn't get them from a store that I know for sure is fair trade. This is a second-hand cupboard, again wedding gift, but I made sure to thrift it because that's usually more eco-friendly. Supposed to be my studio with the fairy lights and everything. And this is a hand-me-down carpet sort of a thing, just like the carpet in the hall. And this is all the paper and plastic that I've collected to either recycle or upcycle or make more paper from, or just reuse again in my business, because we don't throw anything that can be used in this house. And now we've come to my favorite part of the house, the balcony, which has all my plants that were supposed to be wedding gifts, but people left before they could take it, so they became mine. And now the kitchen. There are things like a slew of plastic bottles here, which I've collected over time. So that would also be a realistic, sustainable setup, I suppose. But yeah, let's get going. So the first thing of note, look at this. Not even a year old. This is the kind of quality we are getting. Next up, we have all my utensils, which we are going to be packing soon enough. And most of these, except for these plates which I accidentally thought were wood but are actually plastic, are secondhand from my mom. And these silken stuff I got as a wedding present. So basically, and same thing with my storage containers. We got them secondhand from my mom. I bought it secondhand from my mother-in-law. And there you can see all my groceries, most of which is stored in containers that rice came in, that I've used to store other things. And if you turn it a little further, you can see that Vim bottle right there. And I will use Vim in a pinch, but I'm actually trying to switch to Javi because they send you like powder, like dry mixes which you can add to water to make it into a liquid cleaner. So yeah, this is my collection of all the plastic bottles I have accumulated over time, which I plan on reusing to hold like soaps and stuff. And I have this fridge which is rented, which I'm using to store things. I got that little notepad as a wedding gift. And the only thing I dislike here are those two hits which I got because there were too many pests and I couldn't find a vegan way of dealing with them. So my favorite part are these small containers which my mom had stored for many years and which I had stored for many years from Cake Zone and other like dessert places, which now I'm using to store my spices. And that, we call it a chakla, I don't know what it's called in English, but that chakla balan is again second hand from my mother. This is where I keep all the packages my wedding gift came in so that I can easily reuse them or send them for recycling. That is my bioenzyme bottle right there. And these two stands that we have, I got from a local store and I'll be donating when I leave. And my favorite part is this induction. Wait, let me show you properly. Again, second-hand chocolate box and homemade coconut milk with this induction, which is second-hand from my mother. I got it because where I live we use renewable electricity, so having an induction was, at least to me, seemed a lot more sustainable than compressed natural gas. And also I am a bit of a featherhead, so I'm more likely to leave the gas on. And those ice cream boxes are second-hand from my mother-in-law's, which I'm using for my bulk shopping. Basically my kitchen's either locally sourced or second-hand. This, alongside like maybe 3 pieces of induction utensils, are literally the only things I bought in my kitchen. Now let's talk about that right there. That water jug is reusable, and the thing at the bottom I bought because there was nothing else available that would hold the jug. And I know the comments are going to be on the cornflakes packet there saying, oh, you tell everyone to be sustainable, but look this. Yes, I try to shop in bulk when I can, but sometimes I buy from Swiggy and Blinkit, and when I do, I try to buy the bigger packets, given expiry and everything, so that less packaging is wasted. Though obviously if everyone buys in bulk, that will have an effect on the economy, but that's a different video. And this is the only waste we generated alongside the bubble wrap. The artificial grass was there before we moved in. And that's a wrap. So what do you think of sustainable, realistically living?